For thousands of Oklahoma City residents, the public transit system is their only means of transportation. And now, thanks to a pair of large federal grants, the city's fleet of Embark buses is about to get a major and much needed upgrade. Steve Shaw joins us now with the details. Steve.
Rich, last year, Embark's regular fixed route bus system saw a ridership of 2.6 million, which was 400,000 more than 2021. $10 million in federal grant money now allows Embark to take an important next step.
11:55.
Well, hopefully they didn't leave quite yet.
Casey Bond became legally blind 31 years ago when doctors removed a cancerous tumor from his brain. None of that defines him, though. Bond teaches what's known as adaptive technology at the statewide nonprofit New View, Oklahoma, at 43rd and Classen in Oklahoma City.
Control 2, micro, Control 2, chat list, Control N.
New View serves people who are either losing their eyesight or are already blind. They have clinics and centers in Oklahoma City and Tulsa. A few months ago, Embark finished a large new bus stop right in front of New View's building. It's one of 32 new rapid bus service stops Embark has constructed in the past few years that cover 9 miles and connect downtown Oklahoma City to Classen and Northwest Expressway, all of the way to Meridian. Embark did that with federal grant money they received 4 years ago. The new rapid bus stops are different. They feature level boarding like the city's streetcar system. There are handrails, bike racks, ticket kiosks, and real-time arrival displays. There's also more lighting and crosswalks. Half of that new $10 million federal grant allowed Embark to purchase 9 new buses that are powered by natural gas, which costs a little more than half compared to the diesel fuel Embark's current buses run on. The new buses will travel Embark's new rapid route when the rapid system officially starts the first week of December. As part of that bus rapid transit piece, not only is there now a bus stop in front of Nearview, there's also a brand new crosswalk and street lights right here at 43rd and Classen, which allows folks who are going to take the bus to safely cross 6 lanes of traffic.
Doors open.
And it will allow people like Casey Bond to use Embark to much more easily get around.
I would be forced to Uber, which would be like at least 2 times more expensive.
Or more, probably
yeah,
more.
Probably. Financially, it's huge. And just being able to schedule rides is also huge because I don't feel trapped in my apartment all the time.
We serve a couple thousand annually, and we're also the largest employer of people who are blind here in the state.
Lauren Branch is president and CEO of New View, Oklahoma. She says several members of her staff and clients already use what's known as Embark's fixed route bus service to get around. She says the new rapid service will be much better.
That's exactly right. I mean, our people are so excited because now they're going to have the ability to really utilize the system to get to and from our facility here because they can actually cross the street safely.
So some of the things that we'll be doing to make this more rapid is also the transit signal prioritization, or we call it TSP, which allows for every time a bus is coming up to a signal, it's going to get that green light, so we're not slowed down with any type of traffic, red lights or anything like that.
It is. It really is a big deal. And the primary reason it is such a big deal for us is, one, Classen and Northwest Expressway, as we know, serves some of the most dense populations in the city in terms of rooftops and employment. The other factor here is that we've never really had bus service along the Northwest Expressway simply because we haven't until this point been able to really find a safe way to provide that service. Keep in mind that is a multiple lane expressway. Automobiles are traveling at relatively high speeds compared to some of the other locations where we serve residents.
But Embark's bread and butter has always been their fixed route service, which has routes all over the city. The other half of that new $10 million federal grant will be used to enhance that fixed route service. Embark Director Fairbrush says just under 9,500 people use Embark buses daily during the week, and about half that on weekends. People like Stephen Morrow. Morrow is chair of the Humanities Department at Oklahoma City Community College, 7 miles southwest of downtown.
I like to be here by 8, so if I get on the 7:15 bus downtown, I'm in good shape.
Which is where Morrow lives, but he's used Embark to get to work for the past 16 years.
I will never go back.
Here's a breakdown of what the American Public Transportation Association says taking Embark costs compared to using a vehicle to get to and from work. Assuming that vehicle gets 24 miles for each gallon of gas and you travel 20 miles round trip 5 days a week, taking Embark at $1.75 a trip costs $840 a year, which is basically half if you take an automobile. And we're not even including car insurance. For Stephen Morrow,
Adios. Hello. How are you?
it's even better.
Oh my gosh. So I won't tell you how old I am, but I get the discount. So that gives me $25 a month pass, right? 30 days. The bus drivers are very trustworthy. I get to rub elbows with people I would not sitting in a, fancy car with heated seats. It just opens my mind to other people.
I reached out to Tulsa a couple of different times this week about their Aero City bus system and any progress they've made. A spokesperson told me someone would get back to me, and they haven't. Rich?
Okay, we'll stay tuned. Thank you very much, Steve.